everyone, it's me, Shawl. I hope you're all okay. It's Wednesday and I'm going to the dentist soon. So I think I better record in the morning because otherwise I might not be able to talk properly in the afternoon. I'm sorry about that noise out there. I think that it must be cutting the hedges. But it feels like it's coming this way, so I better be quick, hadn't I? I've not really got much to show you. I've just made a bit more progress on this. I managed to do some on the train as well as at my mum's house and my auntie's house. Oh yeah, I was there to basically help out the weekend and drive my parents around because Dad can't drive for a while, or maybe not at all anymore, we don't know. So I said, since I've got appropriate car insurance cover, with the owner's permission, I can actually drive you around. So that's what I did, and we went, took them shopping, I took them to the doctors and back to the pharmacy, and I took them to my auntie's, which is my dad's sister. I really need to show you a photo because especially of my dad and my auntie, because when I'm doing my videos I can see my dad when I'm editing. I think, hey, gosh, I don't know if I look like my dad, and then sometimes I can see my auntie as well. Yeah, so that'll be nice to show you them photos. And then also I took my parents to see my cousin who lives not far from there. So that was really good. So anyway, we did some crocheting. I did some crocheting, sorry, at my auntie's house. And my mum said, oh, you're going to take crocheting? And I went, yeah. And my mum later on commented on the difference in my auntie, because she's like 88 or something like that, or near enough 88. And she knit and crocheted, and she did a lot of craft stuff when she was younger. I think she still crochets, because I saw a cushion cover that she made and a throw that's over the back of a chair. But she said the difference in Auntie Mary, when I got my crocheting out and started crocheting, she lit up. Now my mum's obviously visited enough to know the difference between them. She said normally it's like Dad and your uncle talking and Auntie just listening, but this time she lit up, and so I was showing her all the photos of the stuff I made and that. Oh yeah, difference apparently, so that was good. So I did some crocheting then. I managed to do some on the train. Train journey back, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Although it was 6 minutes late, it made up its time, and I got my reservation seat, and no problem whatsoever. It's just the journey there, it was abysmal. Then I decided, I just had this urge. I'm still wanting to make CJ hats. I decided, oh, why don't I make a loom hat for him? Because, do you remember this yarn I got from Pound Stretcher? It's chunky. Yeah, you can see I start there. There's a reason why I did. Because originally, I originally started on the largest one. Now, apparently these are very similar to the Nifty Knitters, and this is 41 pegs. But I was going like this. And even, when it gets so far down, it starts to shrink into what its size is going to be. It was still too big with the yarn coming down. I thought, oh, that's not good. So then I went to the next size down. After I practiced with that first, I thought, oh yeah, okay, let's try that. So this is what I've got so far. Oh, thanks, Andy. Did you have to honk? So I'm at the stage where I can actually try a bit on. See, my head's not similar. Sorry, it is a similar size to CJ's. What was I going to say? Yeah, originally, I don't know, some videos ago, I said I probably had a 23-inch head, and when I measured it again, it was actually 22. So I don't know how that happened. Maybe my hair is doing it or something. So I measure it on myself, so I know it would be okay for CJ. So it's a bit snug, but there's no Sorry, Addy. So there's no intermediate between this one and this one. And then I thought, well, maybe you could do it on one of the long looms that has more pegs than that, but fewer pegs than that one. But then I wouldn't be able to try it on. It'd be square, wouldn't it? And then I thought maybe we could do something with Martha Stewart. Can't figure it right, but I'd have to play around. But anyway, I'll see how that goes. I want to make him a couple of hats anyway. Oops, that's snagged on there. But yeah, that's coming up. All that is 3 rows, and then you pass the bottom row of the other 2. Because I like that pattern. The way it goes like that. And I wonder how you would get that on knitting needles. Because one loop over another is just a basic knit, but one over 2, how would you get the 2? I just can't imagine it, and it's amazing with these people who can translate from a knitting pattern to a loom pattern, or a loom pattern to a knitting pattern. How can they do that? That's amazing. But yeah, I thought I'd give him have a go doing the hat for CJ, so hopefully this will be okay. It's not too snug for him, because otherwise he'll get upset. Or I will have a mess around with the others. I just really fancy doing a loom hat, since I don't seem to have much luck doing hats in chunky yarn. When I knit them, well, definitely not crochet them, they just seem a bit oversized and big and difficult. So I thought I'll try it in the loom. Anyway, my mum says hi back, and she didn't want me to say her name on the video, and then she goes and says Dad's name. Oh yeah, when I looked on the last video when I was at my mum's, I looked over my shoulder quite annoyed, because I heard something out in the hall, the door, which I don't know if you could hear that on the video first. That's why I looked over, thought, what's that up there? Thinking it was my dad, because he said he was going to have a snooze in the chair in the other room. But then my mum heard it the second time, and I was busy talking, so she looked round, but I heard it as well. And then when I went up to have a look, there was no one there. The house is haunted. But you know, I don't remember any unusual activity when I used to live there, so maybe it was after we went. Strange. The other thing I got was a book. I think it's called. The reason why I'm saying I think it's called is because there's a great big label in front of it there. It's $3.99 from the Works. Hook, stitch, and I think that says gift. And you have some designs, projects in there, different ones. So there's a lovely, looks like a shrug there. I like that. I could see myself making that with this. Ooh. How lovely is that? So it's for the home, for her, for him, for little ones. Oh, look at them little shoes. Look at him. What he's wearing is nice as well, but I like him better. Is that a hat? No, it's not. It's a... Is it a cushion cover? I think. Anyway, it's t-shirt yarn. It looks remarkably thick. I've never fancied working with that, have you? Baskets. They look nice. Let's see if there's a better picture. There. Hot water bottle holder. I haven't had a hot water bottle in years. I don't know, it's a wrap or something. It's got shells on it. Hat. Oh, there's that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? That's nice. Oh, that's what it looks like from the back. Socks. Socks. Ah, look at this little baby. Look what he's wearing. He or she. Yeah, that'll do. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna finish now so I can edit this before I have to go to the dentist. Oh joy. Okay, that's it. So I shall see you next video. Take care everyone. Bye bye.